Keegan, what was working so well for you out there today?
Well, I did everything pretty well, but I putted great. I made two really nice par putts in the front, and that just kept me going. And then I made a couple pretty good 35 footers. But I played great. You know, it was fun to go out there, and I've been playing this last month under so much pressure every week, it seems like, and to go out there and shoot a round like that felt really nice.
How have you handled that pressure? Do you feel like?
I felt like I've handled it pretty well. I've played Memphis and BMW. I played well. Just like, sometimes you play nice golf and it just doesn't happen. And it's nice to see today. That was nice. It felt great. I love playing alongside Ricky, and it was a fun round.
You're trying to win this tournament, I take it, correct?
Yes.
I'm just really curious, Keegan, what your thinking is, trying to play your best and win a golf tournament like you do every week when you're starting 7 shots behind. Does it seem doable? Does it seem more urgency, or how do you look at it?
It's strange. I was saying earlier, I looked up at the leaderboard at one point today, and I thought they had my score wrong because I started at 3 under, and I think I was 3 under for the day. Yeah. And I was like, that's not right. And then, I realized it's my first time playing this format. So,
you realize that, okay.
But I can't, Scott, if I'm looking at what Scotty Scheffler's doing on Thursday, whether we're starting at even or he's whatever ahead, I'm going to be in trouble anyway. So I'm trying to go out there as hard as it is. I'm trying to play each hole individually, each shot, all the cliches.
But now, we talk all the time about, Collin shot 61 today, you're at 63, and the difficulty of backing up great rounds. It's still game on now, isn't it, though?
Oh, yeah.
I haven't looked at the board lately, but it's Thursday.
I'm just proud of the way I played today, and this is a tough track. Like, the margin for errors on this course are similar to Augusta in that they're so small. You hit a drive that's this far, a foot to the left, you're in the fairway, it's a birdie hole, you're in the rough, and there's a tree, and you're in trouble. So I know I got 3 tough days ahead of me, and I'm not worried about what Scotty Scheffler's doing or whoever's up there. I'm trying to go out there and play my own round. It's hard, but I'm trying to do it.
Does this week, how far do you think it goes for Ryder Cup for being considered or picked?
Man,
you knew this was coming, didn't you?
I knew it was coming, yeah. I was saying I try my hardest to not think of the Ryder Cup, but everybody asked me about it, and as I'm walking down the fairways, everyone's yelling to me about it, so it's impossible for me to not think about it. I got to think a 2-year qualifying process with the tournament a month away. I don't think everything is based on this tournament, but it might be. So better to go play well than to not.
And just really, I think for the next 3 days is just have that control of the golf ball, keep hitting it pin high, giving myself chances. I looked at JJ, I think we were through 12 or 13 holes, and we joked thinking that we haven't hit this many shots pin high, in four rounds in a full tournament for a while. So it's been nice to just kind of see the irons do what I want, and just keep it up, really.
Any other week you're leading right now, obviously given the format you're not. What do you make of the format either way? Obviously you know what you're getting into when you start here, but yeah. It is different.
Yeah, look, you can look at it both ways. I've heard both sides of we like it, we don't like it. But at the end of the day, if you play really good golf for 4 rounds and you win the tournament without the strokes, you can't be too mad about yourself, right? You play some good golf and you beat 29 other guys, and that's kind of the goal this week. That was the goal at the beginning of the week, but obviously where I sit now, it's to keep pushing and not let my foot off the gas. The way today felt, I wish I could go play another 18 and just continue that, but I know what I did today, and I'm going to keep those kind of baselines and checkpoints to make sure that when we start out there tomorrow is that we continue that same trend.
So your original goal was just thinking shoot the lowest 72-hole score?
Just make as many birdies and enjoy it. JJ looked at me and, it's been another frustrating and up and down year. But he looked at me on Sunday last week and just said, let's just go and have fun. It's not easy to make it here. I can't take it for granted that I'm here again. I had to grind my butt off to get here again. Play well in playoffs, have a couple finishes. It's not easy. There's a reason why only 30 guys make it. So you have an opportunity. I think Rory was 11 back last year, 8 back after so many holes. It's doable. So you got to play some good golf, and that's what he did last year. But The way the game felt today, it's just like, how do we just continue that and how do we keep that for 3 more days?
Yeah, I felt like it was a solid round. Didn't make too many mistakes. Obviously, bogey-free is always nice, especially around this track, but I did feel like I left a couple of putts out there, and yeah, I felt like I played a little bit better than the score, but hopefully that comes tomorrow or the rest of the week.
What did you expect it to feel like, kind of being in the final group and already being, 8 under and ahead of a bunch of guys, and how did that compare to what you thought it might?
Yeah, it's a little strange, but I just didn't try to pay too much attention. Obviously, there's some guys that had really low rounds, and they have played themselves up the leaderboard, but the last thing you want to do is be in the last group and feel like, oh, I need to shoot 7, 8 under today, to maintain whatever lead I had. But just trying to play every shot at a time and play smart, not making any bogeys. So I'm pretty happy with that.
Did you feel extra relaxed out there? You had sort of talked about that earlier, that being in the position you were, you could be relaxed. I mean, you went out and didn't shoot any birdies on the front nine.
Yeah, I did feel really relaxed, even though I kept on hitting great shots and didn't really get rewarded for it. I didn't freak out or lose my mind or take a chance that I wasn't supposed to take. I stayed patient and would have liked to kept making a few birdies, especially with that start I had on back nine there. Just didn't keep it going, but I felt like 68 bogey free again is pretty nice.
Viktor, I'm sure there's a lot of tournaments during the season that when you teed off in the afternoon on Thursday, you were already 9 shots behind. Somebody posted something early.
Yeah.
So it's not unusual to see a 5-shot deficit. But was it at all weird being in the last group on a Thursday in a short field to see a guy do that?
It's a little strange, but as you pointed out, sometimes you tee off Thursday afternoon and someone's already shot 9, 10 under. So it's like, oh, I'm 9 or 10 shots back, and I guess reversing that, I'm a few shots ahead of everyone. So it's a little bit weird. You feel like you're kind of getting chased from the get-go, but again, trying not to think about that too much. Just trying to shoot the best score that I can, and I feel like I'm in a very good spot after today.
Was there anything today that either got you excited or gave you anxiety?
I think everyone gets a little anxiety when they step on 15 tee box, but that was the shot of the day for me, so I handled that pretty well. It's exciting playing this golf course and for this tournament, so there's going to be some emotions out there.
And 100-degree heat.
How surprised were you to see Scotty back up and let so many guys back into the tournament?
Yeah, obviously I was expecting him to keep going after that start that he had, but that's this golf course. It's not easy, especially that 14-15 corner there. And as soon as you miss a couple fairways, it gets so much trickier. And even if you're hitting nice shots to 6, 7, 8 feet in there for birdie, it's not. Those are not gimmies. You have to hit them so soft, and there's grain on the greens, and they slope so much that it's just a lot of things that can happen. And obviously, he didn't have the best of stretch on the back nine there, but he's definitely not out of it either.